Let's add our own armor to Minecraft. Hello everyone, this is Ali Reza. Welcome to the Mentor Code Lab. When we updated Minecraft to 1.20.6, we noticed that armor materials are changed and basically they are not enums anymore. They are using records now. In this video, we will create our own armor and add it to the game. Instead of copy pasting and talking you through the code, I will teach you how to use the vanilla's resources and code and learn how to do stuff because, in my opinion, that's a better approach. If you take a note at net Minecraft merged, you see this asset Minecraft textures. Now, inside textures, you have these models, armor, and items that has, for example, iron helmet. The one that is sitting inside items is this. It's the shape of the item that you keep in your hand. But when you look at the one inside models folder, you see that, for example, armor, iron, layer 1, iron, layer 2. And these are actually the textures for the armor themselves. So for example, this is the front of the head, these are the sides, this is the top, this is the back, this is the chest, these are the legs, and this is one layer, and this is another layer. So of course, you can go and paint them with different colors and see which one is sitting on what part. For example, if you want to, I don't know, have a fancy looking armor. On the other hand, you can open these in Photoshop and use color changing tweaks and change them. Long story short, if we want to have our armors, we have to add textures inside textures, models, armor, and textures, item. Let me find my textures and add them, and then we will come back and talk. For the model armor, I have amethyst that looks like this, citrine, and you see that I changed the look of the helmet in front compared to this one. The eye patches are closed. Copper, emerald, enderite, ruby, and sapphire. So these are the armors that I will add to the game. However, right now I will just add the amethyst and we will move forward. I have to add the armors to the items, and this one has to be one per item. We have armor, amethyst, boots, chestplate, helmet, legging, and they are just items that you can take in your hand and put inside your inventory. They are not showing on the player. However, let's move forward because now we understood where the textures should go. If we take a look at not the assets, but the Minecraft merged source for net Minecraft. So we are not looking into the assets. We are looking at net Minecraft item. Here we will see that we have this armor materials that if we open, we see this class. And then on the list below that, we have items, and inside items, you have to search, for example, for iron helmet or helmet. You will see these items that are being registered. This is the way for finding the code in vanilla. For example, you will see that the vanilla's armor materials is now a class. Okay, let's move one by one and fix them. Our mod armor materials, we commented everything. Now we know it's a class, okay? And it's not extending anything, just that. And we don't need any of this part now, so we will remove that. Then we see that it has entries for each one of the types. For example, leather, chain, iron, gold, diamond, and so on and so forth. I will copy from one entry to the other one. I will copy the iron, come back, paste it. And then I will change the name, for example, to amethyst. Okay? And let's take a look. Now it says armor materials.register, but I'm sure that it will yell at me saying that it's private. If I want to use that, I have to right click, go into declaration or usage, and it's down below here. And I'm sure that this one is just making some enum maps, calling registry stuff, and I can just copy this. Come back here, and below everything, I will paste it. And now I can just call my register stuff. and that should work. However, we have other problems here. We will move one by one. So it's an armor material. Okay, register. Iron, no, it's amethyst. And then util.make. This is making an enum map for armor item type class. Then it will map these inside that map. Then it will put the rest of the params for enchantability, stuff like that. And let's take a look. This is equip sound, this is toughness, and knockback, and then this is the repair ingredient of blah. So what is the problem here? Expected 8 arguments but found 7. Let me see. It asks for ID, then a map, then enchantability, then equip sound, toughness, knockback, repair ingredients, and then layers. Oh, layers. So the other one is not asking for layers. Let's take a look, and for sure it creates a list. So let me do this and come on top. It creates a list, and then it calls the other one with the layers. So we don't need that one. We get rid of errors, but we are not done yet. And let's take a look at how it is actually using this list. So these are layers, and that's when we are calling this registry, and we are calling it on layers. So here we are calling it list, and for sure we don't have layers. So this is the list, or alternatively, I can just change this one to layers. Now, what did I do is just copy the vanilla and replace the overload. Basically, I could copy these two menus and then paste them here and get done with it. I could do that. Alternatively, I just copied this one, removed the entry for the layers, and check that, hey, this guy is just adding layers as a list and calling himself. And then I just tweaked it. For the sake of sanity, let's copy all these 3. Get default, register, and then come back here and paste it. And here we just call ourselves, and that's it. So return leather, that's an issue. We say armor materials dot leather. So by default, we are just returning leather. That's how we can do that. So if you don't want to go and read the code and get rid of the overloads and do your stuff, you can just copy paste the whole thing here and just make a region for it, call it helper methods. And these are copy pasted from vanilla. Now let's go back and take a look at the things that we were doing. Some people commented that these dark blue texts are not readable in video. I know that, and that's intentional. I will call the parameter names. These are the hints that are given by IntelliJ, and you can turn them on inside IntelliJ if you want to. However, let's take a look. So we are making a public static final registry entry for armor material. Okay, we call ourselves, we give an ID. This should be unique, amethyst. And then we start making an enum map for armor type class. Okay, this may look confusing, but what it is doing, it says that, hey, we want a new enum map for the armor item, and this is the map. Now, please, util, make it for us. And you see that it's Java util enum map, so it's not related to Minecraft, But then the map itself is related to Minecraft. So it basically is getting these numbers and putting them inside an enum for the armor item. Then the rest are just parameters that you need to define. For example, this is enchantability, equip sound, toughness, knockback resistance, and then repair ingredient. And this is how you define your armor material now inside new version of Minecraft. We want to change them, isn't it? So for amethyst, let's start with durability multiplier. Do we have it? No. Durability multiplier is gone. Protection amount. Now protection amount is this enum. However, we didn't have this body before. All we had was boots, leggings, chest plate, and helmet. And of course, you can go and sit back and read it to see what is it doing, or ask people in the Discord channel. However, let's start with the helmet being 2, chest plate, I will go with 7, leggings with 5, and then boots with 1. Amethyst is basically a short, so it shouldn't provide that much. And for body, now if you look at the defaults, armadillo is 11 for body, netherite is 11, turtle is 5, diamond is 11, gold is 7, iron is 5, chain is 4, and leather is 3. So basically, very weak armors will be 3 to 4. Normal items will be 5 to 7, and tough ones will be 11 or above. Okay, good to know. Now, amethyst, I will go with 5. Yeah, that's okay. Enchantability, do we want to enchant these? No, because I will add effects by default on top of them. So equip is equip diamond sound. So when we equip it, it sounds like diamond. And finally, the toughness is 1.5 and knockback resistance is 0.05 for amethyst. The ingredient for repairing will be, I was going with amethyst shard here, but I think mod items dot, do we have amethyst plate? Yes, amethyst plate. And then I will go with reinforced amethyst. So basically very hard to repair any item. That is our amethyst armor type, armor material. Okay. So if I want to, I can just copy this and then come back and add, I don't know, for example, citrine, copper, emerald, anything else I want. Remember, the copper is a metal type of material. Other than that, citrine, emerald, ruby, and sapphire. I will copy things from diamond and change the values a little bit here and there. Enderite is a little bit tougher than netherite. If I want to, for example, the body would be above 11. I don't know, 12, 13, 15, whatever. It's a very overpowered armor. I know that. Let's continue forward and add our items. Let's close these regions and you see why did I have regions. Lots of things here. And now I can add my armors. For armors, I will copy the iron armors from items and I will come back and I will paste them. I will put a region and I will call it amethyst armor. I have to break it down because we see that register here, the items are redundant casting, so I will remove that. Okay, the key here is exactly the name of the texture that you have inside armors. So for example, for helmet, it will be this armor amethyst helmet. Let's do it. Armor, amethyst, and helmet. So instead of iron, I will paste armor underline amethyst, and I'm done with it. Here I have to put armor underline amethyst again instead of iron. So Control C, Control. What did I do? I hit Control twice and then keep it down. So Control, keep it down. Okay. And then move up and down, left and right arrows, select multiple lines, one Control V, one escape, and you just tweaked 3 lines by itself. This is a new armor, the amethyst. So material is now mod armor materials dot amethyst. Armor type is just helmet, and settings is new items settings, max damage, armor item type, helmet max damage. This is the multiplier. This is the previously named durability multiplier. For amethyst, I will go with 20. Okay. Now, the next one is again a new armor. The item is new armor, basically. And the material is amethyst, it's chest plate, new item settings, and again, the multiplier is 20. The item is new armor item again. The material is again amethyst. It's a new settings, and the multiplier is 20. If you take note, all of them are creating an armor item. The only thing that is changing basically is this line. It's helmet, then it becomes chest plate for this one. Then for the next one, it becomes legging. For the last one, it becomes boots. The first parameter for the item is the material type. The second is the type of armor item. So armor item dot type dot helmet dot chest plate dot leggings dot boots. And then settings. Settings is just items.settings.set damage for the armor item type that we had with the multiplayer of 12 and 24, my taste for amethyst armor. And just by copy pasting, tweaking few sections of the iron armor set, now we have our amethyst armor. However, are we done? Not yet. We have to add translations for armors. Let's add them. And as you see, it's not something crazy. It's just item, your mod ID, your key, and then some names. After that, we have to add the models. Now for models, we go into the item model provider. And sorry, I said item model provider. At the end, we say this item model generator dot, and you take a note, it has a register armor. So now how we can register an armor is just typecast our items. So mod items dot, for example, amethyst helmet. But as you look, it asks for an armor, and what we are returning is an item. So here we are converting an item to armor item, and that is a typecast. And that's it basically. So we just duplicate it and then chest plate, leggings, and boots. Tag provider, we have nothing to do. Recipes. Now we have to provide some recipes. The recipes are just, crafting grid recipes. So I will just paste them and take a look at, we have some errors because I pasted from my notes, and there I have a little bit of tweaks here and there. It's just a time consuming thing, and that is why I just copy pasted. It's a shaped recipe. We talked about shaped recipes. We are just using some items from our mod items, and we are just adding criterions and the naming based of our own mod items. So basically I asked for 5 reinforced plates with a gear for the helmet. Now, knowing that 4 gems will make 1 plate and 4 plates makes 1 reinforced plate, means that for each reinforced plate, I need 16 gems. And this is 5 multiplied 16, so 80 gems plus 1 for gear, 81 gems will make a helmet. You need lots of resources for that, but there is a good reason. Because in the next video, we will come back and add some effects when you have a full set of armors, and you will understand that these armors are really overpowered. And for an overpowered item, it makes sense to have at least a level of difficulty, in this case, gathering resources, so that it works in a balanced fashion. Okay? So nothing extra, nothing crazy. It's just, some gears, some reinforced plates in crafting grid in different shapes. And basically that's our recipes, mod item groups. Now, where to put mod item in groups? These are not ingredients. These are not blocks. These are not machines. Tools. Do I want to add them in tools? I don't know. I can add another extra group, So I just copy this whole thing, paste it, and take out all the entries except one, like so. And then this is not tool group. This is armor group, or battle group, I would call it. I don't know. Armor group. Why not? Armors and tool. No, this is armor mod items dot armor amethyst chest plate entries. And now we go with armor helmet, chest plate, leggings, and boots. The only thing remaining is adding the translation for the group, and that's on top, or is it on bottom? Now here. So blocks, and this is armors. And you see how we can add more than one entry item group basically. So we added our amethysts. Let's create our data, because now we need to create our models, our JSON files for the items, the armors, and everything else. And we will come back when it's done. Now, here is when DataGen shines. We just created 52 JSONs for just a full set of one type of armor. And take a note, inside generated assets under Minecraft models item, you have lots of things. Boots, amethyst trim, copper trim, diamond trim, emerald trim, gold trim, iron, lapis, netherite, quartz, redstone. And these are just for the boots. Then chest plate, then helmet, then leggings. Okay, after that, we have our entries for the data, UIO, advancement combat, recipes, and that's it. Let's run the game and take note. So first of all, we should have an entry for armors. We have it, but the texture is missing. Armor item dot Minecraft dot armor. Oh, that's a problem. Item dot Minecraft, not dot UIO. So basically, it is somehow changing our own naming convention. But let's take a look at the mods inside REI. And here it is. Now, if I hit R, I will see the recipe for each one of them. Basically, this is diamond gear and then reinforced amethyst, for example. This one is a diamond gear and amethyst. And if I use U, you see an anvil, it is repairing it with 4 reinforced ones. And that's it, basically. The trimming, I don't see it inside here. The stats are okay. However, this item dot Minecraft is bugging me a little bit. Let's see if I can fix that one. Okay, the error was really interesting and fancy and so hard to find. No. When you copy paste something from vanilla, be really careful what you are doing. Basically, when we were copy pasting from items, we had this items.register, and this causes this register key to be the identifier of Minecraft. Let's take a look at that. If I come down to the Minecraft source and take a look at items, we have a register method here. So items.register. And take note, the one that we were using right now, items.register, if I go to declaration blah, it's using new identifier with ID. This means that Minecraft dot something. Holy crap. But when I'm using my registry, instead of these items.register, I have to use register item because now I'm just registering the item based on my identifier. And how did I find it? Well, I just came here to model provider and just added a log and read the amethyst helmet, and I saw that, hey, it's still saying Minecraft colon. And I thought that the only thing that I'm doing here is just reading the ID of the item, why it's under Minecraft. Then I noticed that I'm registering it, the items class, not my method. And basically that was the error there. However, make sure that in both cases under your armor materials, you just use your own identifier again. And honestly, this get default is not being used, so I will remove that. And now we can produce our data again. And this time, hopefully, this will not be under Minecraft models. We will take a look at that. Okay, it's finished. And as you see, Minecraft models item is finally empty. So I will delete that one. And under UIO models item, now I have these amethyst blah. And if I run the game now, I'm fairly sure it will be safe to say that everything should work now, basically. Now let's talk about this section of code. What is happening here? First of all, we are making a list that is armor material layers with our own identifier. Means that, hey, look under UIO references for the layer textures. Then we are registering our armor. But before registering the armor, we have an enum map. So we generate an enum map. However, we loop through the types of armors. Now, if you look at this type, you can go to declaration and usage. You see that this type has these values: helmet, chestplate, leggings, boot, body. And we defined them when we were creating armor material on top. So basically, we are looping through these values that is provided by the class, reading our map one by one and finding the type for the body, and we will put it inside in our map for the body. Same goes for helmet, chest plate, etc., etc. We created our enum map. Then we go and say, hey, just register an armor material with our identifier with a new armor material of enum map that we created, enchantability, equipment, sound, repairing ingredients, layers, toughness, and knockback resistance. Okay, let's take a look. We immediately see our textures, and if I take them, if I hit U on that, you see that it's just fixing the repairing. And if I hit R on this, this is the recipe. However, take note on Anvil again, you have this fixing of repair. Now, training is not showing up right now, but that's okay. If I equip them, I am equipped with the armor. And if I go into survival, now you see that I have some armor on top of this text that is sent in chat for the game mode. You see that the armor is showing up right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 plates of armor. And that's basically the armor. So if I remove them, you see that they are gone. The helmet is just 1. Legging is half. Let's compare these to the values that we provided. So helmet was 1. Boots is half. I think I understand how it is working. The leggings is 2.5. We set it to 5, correct. And chest plate is 7, so it should be 3.5. Yep. So basically, the values that you're putting here will be divided by 2, and that would be the number of plates that is being filled with your armor. The body, we can just go find usages and find it in all places. Then look inside this Minecraft merged, and you see that animal armor. Aha! This is armor type body. So basically, body is being used for animals, not for humans. Okay, good to know. However, this was exactly the fix. The error was that we were using items.register, not register item ourselves. So from now on, I will just copy it, paste it, make more item types for ruby, for sapphire, for citrine, for copper, and then what else do I have? Okay, let's take a look at what do we have for armors. So we have amethyst, we done it. I will add citrine, copper, emerald, enderite, ruby, and sapphire between the episodes. And in the next video, we will come back and handle the case that we have a full set of armor. And for each set of armor, we want to have maybe 1 or 2 effects and see how it works. If you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on that bell so that when I publish a new video, you will get informed. Have fun, everyone. Bye.